Director, ABP Network, to join us. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, he is one person who understands the narrative power at its core, and of course, who better to set in motion our day with a welcome address. Welcome, sir.
Hello, check. Yeah. Thank you, Shilpa. Vanakkam, and Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, distinguished audience, and our friends. On behalf of ABP Network, it is a proud privilege for me to welcome you all to the third edition of Southern Rising Summit. As many of you know, ABP Network is one of the largest media network in the country. We belong to the ABP group, which started its journey in 1922. So we have been in existence for over 103 years now, and has converted ourselves into a legacy media group. In the South, our journey started about 5 years back when we launched our news websites, ABP Nard and ABP Desam. And over the last 5 years, we are absolutely overwhelmed with the love, appreciation, and encouragement we have received from our viewers in South. And today, we have more than 10 million active users on our websites, and the number is growing as we speak. But during our journey in South, we realized that it's very important to celebrate the success of South. It's important to tell the stories of South to the rest of the world, and we felt there was a need for a platform through which we can do it more effectively. And hence, 3 years back, here in Chennai, the idea of Southern Rising Summit was conceived and born. And last year, we did the summit in Hyderabad, and this year, we are again happy to be back in Chennai. And this year, we are back with a very, very powerful theme, and that theme is simple but powerful, which is Future Powered by South. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the data over the past few years, you will see that the southern states of India, the GDP growth of the southern states of India, on an average has been a CAGR of about 10%, whereas the rest of India has grown at only at about 8%. And the 2% incremental growth has actually made the southern states almost 50% more richer in terms of performance compared to the rest of the Indian states. And it's not just the GDP growth. If you look at large economic clusters that are present in India, pretty much most of them are in the southern part of the country. We all know that the state we are standing today here in, Tamil Nadu, is known as the Detroit of India. It is the automobile manufacturing hub of India. We heard of the Silicon Valley in Bangalore. We are hearing about the Genome Valley in Hyderabad. And not only that, as Shilpa was mentioning, today South India is becoming the AI hub of India. It has the largest number of global capacity centers in India. And hence, the economic development of South is far, far ahead of the rest of the country. And it's not just, by the way, the economic performance. If you look at the social indicators of this country, then South, in general, has a higher literacy rate than the rest of the country. South, in general, I would say, has the best health delivery system compared to the rest of the country. And not everything about South is high, though. It is also low in various areas, and I'll just share certain areas where South actually underperforms the rest of the country. One area is infant mortality rate. South has the lowest infant mortality rate than the rest of the country. Right? South has the lowest total fertility rate, leading to lesser population growth than less of the rest of the country. South has less dispersion of multi-dimensional poverty than rest of the country. So pretty much all the lows of South are actually the high of South. And all the high of South is actually the high of the country. And that is the paradox, because South is today powering this 5 trillion economy dream of India. South is actually powering the Viksit Bharat dream of India. And for India to achieve those dreams, South has to power the future, and hence the theme for Southern Rising Summit, that future powered by South. But in this journey of South, there are a lot of challenges. And these challenges have to be resolved by the states in South. And these challenges are that of urban congestion. These challenges are of infrastructure disparities. These challenges are about aging population. But the biggest challenge that the country has to resolve is the fiscal friction that South has with India. You know, all of us know that in India, the development funds are allocated basis the size of the population. And South has done an excellent job in terms of controlling population, but as a result of which, it gets the least share of the development funds. And that is a fiscal contradiction. We all know that in India, the share of electoral seats is decided by the size of the population. Again, South's performance on controlling population has been fantastic, but as a result of which, it is proposed to get less number of seats and hence political power in the country. That's a fiscal contradiction. Now, these kind of fiscal contradiction will either enable or disable South going forward, and that needs to be resolved. As a country, as a whole, we need to find a way of rewarding achievement and not penalizing excellence. And hence, Southern Rising Summit, for us, is a very, very important platform through which we want to bring these issues forward. And today, and through the day, you will hear a lot of discussions and discourses around these issues, which we want to highlight to the rest of the world. And hopefully, we'll find a Viksit Bharat way forward on these issues. I can assure you that the only thing we'll serve filtered today is the filter coffee. Everything else will be unfiltered. And all I request you is to sit back and enjoy. Just like South has given to the world gravity-defying stunts in the Indian cinema, Southern Rising Summit will give you gravity-defying ideas and exchanges through the day. And I'm sure you'll go back home more enriched than you came in here today. Thank you so much for your patience and attendance. Have a great day.